All right, Brian Lynn with Civilized Weaponry Services here, coming to you with an update to my saber rack design. I want to go over it. I've made them modular so that you can either go vertical or you can go horizontal to your heart's desire. LEDs you have to manage somewhat, but I did create routing inside the saber rack, so it's very easy to route as you see fit, but you'll have to actually end up trimming it to your liking and overall length, or at least hide the remainder of the LEDs, or secure additional LEDs depending on how long or how big you want to go. But the great thing is you can go as tall as you want or as wide as you want. There's no longer a limitation of 11 sabers and only 11 sabers per each rack. Now, you can start with as few as two and go up to as many as you want. Really just depends on how much wall space you have. I've kept the spacing the same from the previous saber racks, but let me go ahead and show it to you. The saber racks are right here. Show you. This is these are the pieces. I'm going to show assembly of it and how easy it is. But these are the saber racks. They're in two modules. One module here with a left and a right like the last one, and another module left and right, and they're exactly the same. They can actually fit together, but they're just offset so that the line seam is on each different side. And then it comes now with caps, so you can cap off the top and bottom when you're done, and make sure that it's got a nice clean finish. If you want to go wider, you just basically mount them side by side, or you can create space, whatever you feel like doing, right? There are mounting holes on every single set of racks here, right there. They're countersunk. I think they're 4mm or 5mm wide, and in the corners. And then on the back side, I'll go over kind of the overall structure here as I assemble it. So coming back over here, it will come in as a set of one left and one right. And if you take a real close look, it will say up at the top, one left, and then again, one right in Star Wars font, so that you know which one's left or right. And again, you could put two ones on top of two ones on top of two ones if you wanted to. Again, it's really in the future, you can do whatever you like. They're all the same, like I said, just different offsets. That being said, they're keyed. So the ones go together. You just simply get them aligned and slide them together like that. Okay. And there are screws. If you notice here, I've created this new piece right here to make this nice and tight, because in the past there's been some light bleed in the middle. I wanted to try and create as little amount of light bleed as possible by trying to get these to actually tighten together. And then you can repeat the same thing. I'll set this down, this set of racks, and we'll do the same thing with number twos, right? So two left and right. I just, again, off camera here, just get the two channel pieces together just like that, right? And you just slide them together. And then for the top and bottom, literally same thing. A dowel to the cut off pieces, or the dowels here, or dovetails here. You just take them, and here you just make sure that they're aligned, and just like that. And so you keep doing that, and you can keep doing it and keep doing it and build as tall as you want. There are screws which have been improved. I know in the past, the angles of trying to get a screw in, I included a ball tip driver, and the ball tip would break at times. So what I did to solve that is I actually created an angle, about a 15-degree angle to rake, so that it's easy to get a drill in here and screw down in, so it's easy. The caps here that go on the finished end whenever you're done, they are also labeled left and right on the back in Star Wars font. You can see bottom left, bottom right. So in this particular case, sorry, bad bad of me. But again, you're just going to put this on the top and align it up on this side, and it just goes on just like that. So it presents a nice finished product. It does have screws as well to ensure that this is fully finished and nice and complete. So again, so when it's all said and done, the finished product is really nice. You also notice here, there are holes all along the way. And this is for passing the LED, from one side to the next. If you're going to do them horizontally, you can pass the LED section through here to keep routing. I also made it easier here so that instead of having it actually have to fit in and try and route the wire under, does mean you have to actually use the tape on the back to tape it to the back. But at the end of the day, most people are doing that anyways. So this allows you to run it much easier, so it's not having to route through and have it a little bit more difficult. Plus it also allows you to easily get through to the side channels here to route the wires, the LEDs. So the LEDs I include may have an end connector on it that you have to snip off. Just make sure you cut the right end. The end that goes into the controller, don't cut that end. Cut the one that isn't going into the controller, like a connector piece. Some do, some don't. Just depends on the LED kit. But once you do all that, you screw it all together. There are holders. The holder mount positions are the same as the previous rack. The only difference is now the spacing is aligned, and the sizing of the rack is the same, so that every time you do a section, it's going to be the same spacing. So overall, like I said, you can actually grow this to however long you want it to be, however tall you want it to be, and however wide you want it to be. So again, hopefully that helps you understand the new features of the Saber rack and what it brings to the table for being flexible to your overall build. And hopefully that helps. Looking forward to, I've got one person that's doing this install for the first time, and looking forward to more people testing it out and see what they think. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you again. Brian Loom with Civilized Weaponry Services. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.